Hi guys, welcome back to Prospects and STV. Thank you for always coming out here. We don't bring another Ogbonge update, okay, concerning Nigerian Senate President and the Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This elderly man don't put a wutu for their body. He said enough is enough. Nigeria cannot continue like this, so I beg, make I drop the video, make we watch am together. I will be right back. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. I meant to say. Thank you once again.
Honestly, I feel sorry for the North. I really do feel sorry for the North. And the reason why I feel sorry for the North is that they have still not grasped the reality of the situation. You see, years of recklessness that they have abided themselves by have caught up with them, and they've not realized it. You see, years of living recklessly, where you bring up children that will not have education, that will not learn skills, and yet they will bring up children that are of their own likes. Populating yourselves without skills, without men with skills, education, and all of that. Years of neglect of education, years of just allowing population to grow without any foresight, years of depending solely on political spoils has caught up with you, but they still don't want to realize this is what is happening. Because the truth still remains that you have arable lands in the North that you have refused to cultivate. You have able-bodied men that rather than focus on productiveness, you have channeled their mind into politics, religion, and baseless things that do not develop mankind. Now, 2027 is around the corner, and I see a lot of Northerners getting angry with Tinubu because this, because that. The truth is that, look, the calculation, the permutation still does not favor you if you are still going to hold on these trivialities of saying that I like cinema arne, I like Bezenzabe Yamiriba. The truth is that you want to remove Tinubu. You believe the population of the North alone is so big enough that you remove Tinubu. The only way you can remove Tinubu, is to find a way to make a deal with Peter Obi. Hate Peter Obi or you like hate, that is the only way. That is if you truly want to remove Tinubu, because nobody is going to go to the polling unit and say it's going to vote for now, not that we are not going to, because for many years, the South and Southeast, we have gone out of our boundaries to vote either Yoruba or not. When it comes to you people to shift out of your boundaries and vote other people, you play tribalism or you play religion. It is time to change the narrative, or else, my brother, these realities that have grabbed the North will linger on for a very long time. I have 2 kids. I brought them up to be self-reliant, self-sufficient, self-dependent, to actualize themselves with a view to realizing their own potentials, so that when government cannot provide for them, they can provide for themselves. That is not the case with most northern youths that are brought up. Because whenever they find an opportunity to depend for themselves, they begin to find menial jobs, shoe shining, water vendor, water this. Now, I am not saying vendoring of water or shining of shoes are bad, but you cannot build a whole population to be menial jobs, whereas the source of main incomes come from politicians. Such is not a society we can rely upon. Now, you might watch this video and become angry and say, no, this guy hates the North. Well, sometimes the bitter truth, most times, is difficult to swallow. But like it or hate me, this is the truth. The North must begin to change its priority. If you want to depend on religion, well, religion doesn't put money in the pocket. Religion doesn't buy food in the market. The reality of it is that when you go to the market, you must go there with money. And the only way you can find money is to create value and to create goods and services. And you can only create these goods and services with a developed mind. But when the mind that is supposed to be developed for the purpose of making money is developed for religious fanaticism, hatred, and bias and all this rubbish, you cannot produce a population that you can depend on. Now that is a harsh reality that is gripping the North. It is hard to see young boys just loafing around. Now, there are criminals everywhere, please. There are criminals anywhere, but when you build a population that solely depends on meniality, and the only source of income are politicians, that is a terrible society. And that's a reality that the North is contending with. Now, 2027 is coming, you are angry with Tinubu. If not for the way Tinubu came into power, Tinubu would have been my advocate. If not for this grabbing, snatching, running with their leader and this rigging, he would have been my #1 candidate. But I don't support criminality in whatever form it comes. In my case, the end does not justify the means. So the truth here is this: the North has to come to reality and realize that they have enjoyed the recklessness that they've abided in for so long, covered the recklessness that they've covered with their dependence on politics. Now, society has made it possible that you have to depend on what you're capable to produce. And if taking out Tinubu is really your objective, then you must find an alliance. But if you say on your own you are going to take out Tinubu, sorry, Tinubu is going to lead this country again.
A man whose house is on fire, they say, don't go to bed to sleep, neither does he go to the farm. You can't possibly leave fire burning in your house and claim to be going where? To the farm. That's exactly the case of Nigeria. What business has Senator Akpabio have with the funeral of the late Pope Francis? Can somebody just tell me? Because I'm surprised when I read the news now, saying that Akpabio, Kuka, led delegation to Pope Francis' burial. Listen, first and foremost, of what importance, waiting concern Nigeria for the Pope burial. Akpabio is leading a host of other Catholic leaders in Nigeria to where? If the Catholic leaders in Nigeria want to attend their father or their grandfather's funeral, they should go on their own. What concerns Akpabio in the matter? Senator Godswill Akpabio, no matter how you got to the Senate, you are the #3 citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as at known today. There is crisis all over Nigeria today. People are losing their lives every day in various states of the country. How many have you visited? None. Have you even spoken a word about them? No. But you could lead. You could lead the delegate now to Rome, to the Pope's funeral. Just like the photo I'm displaying, as you can see. That was the photo of Saint Senator Akpabio Saint Senator Akpabio at the Vatican City. Why if I measure Akpabio, Natasha go dey enter my name? My mouth not go put me for trouble. So that is just it. A senator who is here to visit any of the state in crisis, who is here to visit any of the victims of terrorism in Nigeria, is in Rome. To go and do what is what I don't understand. It's not as if your presence will be noticed. Because the Pope in question, from the clips, from what we know about him, doesn't even like black. And if I may ask, during the lifetime of this Pope, this is where all down sometimes sounds somehow. What was his economical value and contribution to Nigeria as a nation? None. So, waiting concern you concern the burial of Pope. What concerns Nigeria and the burial? If the Catholic leaders in Nigeria, like I said before, want to attend the funeral of their father or their grandfather or their oga, that is at their own peril. Not spending the taxpayers' resources to sponsor these people on an errand that doesn't make sense, that is of no value to the citizen and to the nation at large. This doesn't make sense now. I know some morons. Yes, I will always call you moron, because when you don't have sense, I'll call you moron. I know some will still say, let me see those that will defend Akpabio on this. What will be your excuse? Let me see you at the comment section. I don't even know how you're going to support this rubbish. For a man who is not interested, who doesn't care about the welfare, about the lives of the citizen, he is presiding over as Senate president, but leading delegation, wasting our hard-earned money. I just hope Nigeria don't continue on this path. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. People like this, we will cure their craze at the appropriate time. I rest my case.
All right.
So guys, thank you very much for staying to the end of these videos. Please, what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comment below the comment section, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. I bet share this video, make it go viral. Share it. This video must go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening today in the Nigerian political landscape. Thank you and bye for now. See you in my next video.